Hello, my name is James St. Patrick McGillicuddy, and this is food I make for my wife. So we're gonna make, it's a Thai dish. I believe it's Thai. It's a Thai noodle dish. You can use any protein you want. I'm gonna use this flat iron steak because that's what they had at the store for me. So I'm gonna use some flat iron steak. We have Chinese broccoli. I'm gonna put a couple of habaneros. Usually in a dish like this, you would use some Thai chilies, but I'm gonna use what I have. I'm gonna use some habaneros, garlic, onion, and then we're gonna make a delicious salty and sweet sauce with fish sauce, oyster sauce, a little chili sesame oil, and some soy sauce. It's gonna be delicious. Let's get started. So we cut our meat already. It's into nice thin strips. All of our beautiful steak into nice thin strips. Now we're gonna make the marinade for the meat. It's gonna consist of cornstarch, an egg, and then we're gonna put some oyster sauce and some soy sauce. You don't need salt because the soy sauce is salty, so don't add salt right now. You might add a little bit to taste a little later. But for now, we're just gonna stick with these few ingredients. Now we're gonna start cutting up our produce. I'm gonna cut up this Chinese broccoli. You cut it on a bias. I'm gonna cut it pretty thin because the stalks do take a little bit more time than the leaves. And we're just gonna saute those quickly. And then I'm gonna cut up my habanero, which I'm gonna put a little later because I don't wanna lose all my spice in the cooking process. And then chop my onions, chop my garlic, and we'll be all set to get cooking. We're now gonna make the sauce. We're gonna use some soy sauce, some fish sauce, some oyster sauce, and some sugar. That's it. I know it's a simple sauce, not many ingredients, but it's quite delicious. Especially when you get the spice and the garlic and the onions and the noodles. It's gonna be good. So I already have the soy sauce and my sugar in here. I'm just gonna add some oyster sauce. Measurements, I don't know. I really don't measure. Whatever tastes good. You want more soy sauce? Add more soy sauce. You want more oyster sauce? Get some more oyster sauce. You want more sugar? Put some more sugar in there. Do it, whatever tastes good to you. So we're done with the part that I like the least, which is prep. My favorite part is the cooking part. So I'm gonna add a little beef fat. I'm just like, why not? Making beef, add a little beef tallow. Excuse me, proper terms. And we're just gonna let this get nice and hot. And I have my flame really high. I want to get a nice char on the meat. I'm not trying to like make it super well done. I'm not trying to cook it for a long time. So yeah, that's just how I'm gonna do it. But do it to your comfort level. But to have that nice char on the meat, let the natural sugars caramelize will be good. Okay, next we're gonna cook our onions. We're not gonna cook them too long. We want a nice bite to them. So we're gonna cook our onions for a little bit. Next, we're gonna add our Chinese broccoli. It's gonna cook down nice. As well as our garlic. Quite frankly, I should have put the garlic in after I did the onions, but I forgot. But it's called cooking for a reason. Sorry, Antoinette. I don't mean to shame you. I'm gonna add a little bit of sesame oil, some chili sesame oil, just cause I wanna, for the richness, of course the oil, so the richness, and then the spice from the sesame oil. Kind of like it spicy. I like my food spicy, so I'm gonna have a good time. Don't add too much sesame oil because it can be overpowering and add kind of a burnt flavor to your food. So take it easy. Lastly, we're gonna add our noodles. I have a wide rice noodle. Let me show you. They were a lot longer before I bought. There we go. Wide rice noodles. We're gonna add those. We're not going to move them too much. We want them to touch the bottom of the pan, get the heat on them for minutes at a time, just so that they can get charred. It's gonna be good. We're gonna add our sauce as well, the sauce we made earlier. We're gonna turn this up. So we've turned our flame up because we want the noodles, we don't want them to sit there and absorb all this liquid. We want the liquid, the sauce that we made, we want it to evaporate and the noodles to char to the bottom. That's why we added the sugar, of course for sweetness, but it's also helped with the caramelization. We're now gonna add our habaneros or whatever chilies you have that you'd like, jalapeno, serrano, poblano. Well, no, probably not poblano, not too spicy. But whatever peppers you have, I would add them around this time, just while the noodles are sitting and finishing up. Now we're adding back in our meat because our dish is almost done. Thank you for joining me for this meal. It's sweet, it's salty, you have the beef, the char, which gives it the smoky flavor. The Chinese broccoli is delicious. Let's see if my wife likes it. You ready?
What have you made for me, sir?
I made a delicious Thai pasta. It's a dry noodle. I know you like the wet noodle. You like your pho and things of that nature.
I do like my wet noodle.
This is a dry noodle though, and it's spicy and it's smoky because you have this char on it. It's delicious.
Do I eat this?
You don't eat that. That's a garnish.
No? Okay, sorry.
Even though that is in here and it's like nice and crunchy. I know you like your crunchy veggies.
All right. All right. I mean, I'm a little excited. Wait, I gotta get a bite out of everything.
The meat is so tender. This is off camera. Meat tender.
Tender.
Keep meat buttery. Keep meat buttery.
Oh, this is delicious.
Are you being serious? You like everything.
It's spicy.
It tastes good. It's just it was the wrong noodle.
I love the spice. You know me.
I put extra honey on this one. Because it did need to be sweeter.
Okay, I understand. Now, it does taste sweeter. I think that honey's added. No, it's too big of a bite.
Oh, camera bites. You can't be real. Real Antoinette bites. These is my bee bites.
This is really good, baby.
You like it? I'm happy.
You did a good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming again. My name is John Von Shakin' Stuff, and this is food I made for my wife.
Bye, guys.